Getting started with creating an ASP.NET Core MVC web app, and this is just going to be a quick tutorial on how to do so using Microsoft's built-in guide for MVC 2022. Before we get started, go ahead and download Visual Studio Code, C# for Visual Studio Code, and the .NET 6.0 SDK, as you'll need all three of those for this tutorial. If you have trouble finding any links, I'll drop all of the links in the description below. So to get started, all we need to do is create a directory in a place that is accessible to you. For myself, I'll be creating a directory on my desktop using the command line, simply typing in mkdir MVC tutorial. And it doesn't really matter what you call this directory so long as it is accessible. If we go ahead and cd into this directory, you'll see that there's currently nothing in it, which is perfect. We'll be adding a few starter documents in just a second. So after you've created your MVC tutorial directory, you'll want to open it using Visual Studio Code. So move over to your Visual Studio Code window and then open up the newly created directory. As you can see by the Empty Explorer tab on the left, there are currently no files, which we'll fix in just a second. In order to do that, go ahead and open your terminal and type in the following command. We want to type in .NET new MVC-O and then MVC movie. And all this command is going to do is create a new ASP.NET Core MVC project in the folder that we just named MVC movie. And if you can see the words restore succeeded on your local machine, that means this command is executed properly. Next, we'll want to load in all of the initial project files into this newly created directory. And to do that, all we need to do is type in code-r and then MVC movie. And as you'll see, our Explorer tab has now been populated with controls, models, views, and a few other files that we'll end up using a little bit later on. Now, just to make sure that this application works, all we need to do is run this without debugging using .NET 5 and the .NET 5 Core. And if you get a pop-up saying that required assets to build and debug are missing, all you'll want to do is add them. Then once you're ready, go ahead and rerun without debugging. Your terminal will give you a little bit of information just before it gets started. And once it's ready, you should see a tab that looks a little something like this. And from here, you'll know that everything is ready and working for you to continue in the tutorial.